Hello guys, welcome back for another video on the Nashorn restoration. I'm with the PAC 43 at Zusteren that we use for measurements for our cradle system for the Nashorn. I'm going to show you some things that we still need and some details that I cannot show you yet on our system. So this is a Tone PAC 43. The cradle and the gun is the same, but the shield and of course the wheels and the arms, the tow bars are different. This part I'm still working on, got it partially ready, and it connects the barrel to the slide. The slide we have original, at least most of it. We still have to pick it up, it's still in Hungary. Of course, due to COVID, it's still taking time to get it here. And I also made these parts, this bracket. That's for the Tone version, but on the Nashorn it's still present. Probably because then they could use, if the Nashorn got damaged, they still could use the gun to put it on the wheel set. This is inside in the front. This plate is made after repairing for that the gun is still be able to display it here at Zusteren as a monument. So ours obviously doesn't get that, and that part is for driving the traversing, and in the left background you see the gear for elevation with the drive gear and the gear that's attached to the slide. This is the bottom of the gun, and here you can see the clamp. So if the gun is shooting, it's pulling the gun backwards, and this prevents the gun from putting too much strain on the pivot pin. And it's difficult to see, but here there's a wheel inside, and on the other side there's one too. And that's because the balance of the gun is forward of the traversing pin, so that there's not too much strain on the bearing of the traversing pin, and it rolls better. So the better it rolls, the better the aiming is. So this part is the drive mechanism. It's similar to the one on the outside. This one is for traversing, the outside sits another one for elevation, and I think it's exactly the same part, but you see in the background there's another part attached to it, so it can be used for traversing. And that's a part, both parts are still an item we were looking for, and also we are hoping to find original gears. And this is the gear mechanism for elevation. It's easier to see because it's on the outside. So I think this part is the same for traversing, and then on this part there will be the part you could see that's off center for driving, for traversing. Here comes the drive shaft out. Normally here there should be also a wheel, so the elevation can be both driven from the left and right side, and then there should be a shaft in between these two boxes and goes up to the other side to the wheel. We're now on the other side. You can see the drive wheel. This one is for traversing, and on this one there should be a wheel for elevation, and then the shaft goes down, and what I showed you on the other side, there should be a shaft in between here going across. You can see here the two rods that attach to the shield, and there is another attachment point down there. Let's get the lighting a bit better. and I think for the Nashorn it's this one plus that one. So it looks like that the system is built for to be able to use on both the tone tone version and on the Nashorn. And you can see there's a plate welded in here for restoration. There should be a hole here, and that holds the seat for the gunner. There's also another patch. This bracket already made, put it on, that's for holding this part. This tube I already made, and I still have to make it to the correct length so I can put the wheel on. We do not know why these holes are here. Maybe for strengthening the part because it's a hollow part. And now there's a tube welded on both sides, so it's more, yeah, it gets it stiffer. These parts for driving both elevation and traversing, those are parts that we're still looking for. So if you know somebody that has them or you have them yourself, please contact us. This bracket I already made, but still have to make this part. I'm not sure for what this is. It could be for the indirect sight, for indirect fire, but this also could be for that part. We bought indirect sight recently. We still need to collect it, and there's a booklet with it, so hopefully it explains us what it is. But yeah, if you know, let us know. And this is also original, and that probably had the direct sight on it, that we are also purchasing a new one. The old one that we had, well, both original, but it got lost in the fire. The part on top here they put on it after they restored it, but you can see there's a slot in this shield, and the Nashorn, the early ones had the same, but later the direct side got put a bit higher and is looking over the shield. Our Nashorn also has should have the slot, so we have to make it in and then weld it shut again so it looks more original. Here you can see the gear. This part is the gear, and this is the bracket where the gear is bolted on. And on top of this there's another plate, and here the wheels, the front wheels that I showed you earlier, are resting on. So we still either have to find original gear or make one. And these are the shock absorbers, and you can see it's not really clear how they are attached, or maybe they just only rest on it by weight, and they, yeah, because of the weight, don't come off. So if you know how they are attached, or maybe just resting in it, let us know. Here you can see the trunnions, the hollow shaft. At ours we still have the solid bar in it for alignment. And here you can see two holes. This one is missing the bolt, but this is just a true hole for a locating pin. You can see here the bolt. So I still need to make the plate for closing the bearings off. On top there needs to be a hole for grease and shim plates for in between. And for the part for elevation, this plate already is made. This is a hollow sheet metal part. This is solid steel. And then from here down it's again a hollow U-shaped part that I still need to make. Also a block, solid block for the shock absorbers, and then a mounting arm. So if you have parts for our gun, like shock absorbers, brackets, the drive gears, all that stuff, wheels, seat, let us know down in the comments and we get in touch with you. Here you can see the block that I put on in a previous video for the maximum elevation, and you can see another one on here that even limits the elevation further, and I have never seen this on a Nashorn, but it probably has to do with the towing bars. They go out, and when you're in full traverse you could hit the towing bar, so that's probably a reason why they even had to limit the elevation further. Very difficult to see. This is the inside, and you can see in the distance the drive mechanism for traversing, and I hope I can clear up the image at home, make it a bit more light, but you can see that the part on top is attached. Let me show you on the outside to this flange, so it's very likely that these two parts are exactly the same.